Palestine!
Resistance is justified when people are occupied. Resistance is justified when people are occupied.
Resistance is justified
When people are occupied.
Resistance is justified when people are occupied.
Resistance is justified when people are occupied. Resistance is justified
When people are occupied.
A year ago or so, Israel over New Year's launched Operation Cast Lead and put a blockade around Gaza. 1,300 civilians were killed in that attack. For a year now, over a year, activists around the world have tried to break the blockade of Gaza. People were there over New Year's, 1,400 people from 42 countries. Just now, a flotilla of 6 ships carrying thousands of dollars of humanitarian aid on their way to Gaza. In the middle of the night, Israeli commandos by helicopter boarded those ships with live ammunition, opened fire. 19 humanitarian civilians have been killed. 50 to 60 activists have been wounded. Right now, the government of Turkey, the people of Turkey are rising up and occupying and attempting to occupy the Israeli embassy. Countries around the world are looking at getting rid of the Israeli ambassador. We have an international incident here on Memorial Day, and it is quite fitting and such a shame. The day that we gather to honor those people who have given their lives to fight for freedom, or depending on which perspective you look at, to impose U.S. imperialism around the world. We've had people from around the world doing justice to try and help the people of Gaza and break the blockade. And what do we have? We have once again Israel taking its action against unarmed civilians, slaughtering 19 activists, just like they slaughter Palestinians every single day in Gaza and the occupied territories. It is time for the occupation of Israel to end. It is time for U.S. tax dollars that fund that occupation to end. We need people all around this country to stand up and say, no more, no mas. Let's stop funding war. Call the Obama administration today. Demand that they immediately cut U.S. aid to Israel. We spend billions of dollars funding Israel's war against the Palestinians, funding the occupation, and it's time for that to end. We need money here in this country to put people back to work, to end the goddamn Gulf oil spill and all the other disasters that are happening. We need to stop war and occupation. We need to stop the endless slaughter of civilians, and we need all of you to take action today. Today, in honor of those who have been killed in the line of duty on this Memorial Day, you can take action to save life. Call the Obama administration. Cut aid to Israel immediately.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free Lebanon. Free Lebanon. Long live Lebanon.
Long live Lebanon! Long live Intifada!
Intifada. Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine. Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine!
Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine!
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 Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
From Iraq to Palestine. From Iraq to Palestine.
From Iraq to Palestine!
5, 6, 7, 8.
We don't want your racist war.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Humanitarian aid must be allowed through. People are dying. People are malnutrition. 93% of children in Gaza are malnutrition because of the blockade on Gaza. This is Israel's problem. Israel has created this. It is unfair, it is unjust, and there is no way for Gaza to sustain itself any longer. Israel has left Gaza no choice, and they are now attacking humanitarian aid ships, killing 19 people this morning, wounding dozens of civilians, international civilians, from Turkey, from America, from all over the world. This is absolutely unacceptable and it must be stopped immediately.
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime.
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 From Iraq to Palestine.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want your racist war. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't want your racist war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't want your racist war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
One, two, three, 4.
We don't want your racist war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea.
Long live the Intifada.
Long live Intifada.
Intifada, Intifada.
Freedom, freedom. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Long, long, long. Way from my home. Yeah.
People of this world will exploit your labor and kick you out on the street like you're a dog.
It's capitalism.
It's capitalism. Capitalism, exactly.
The government
I don't know how to rise up. I can't rise up against that from all of us. Not just one of us. All of us.
Yes, sir.
I refuse to be used anymore. I've spent so much of my life. Doing people's labor work.
The government supporting Israel with the money. They should give you the money here, so you have your house.
They want to send
They
people
send
to
the money to
Israel to
Israel
die.
to kill people, while they can use it here to build houses
And I
for
can't
you
eat.
and for somebody
I
else.
can't even afford a home.
3 billion people. They said that
I can't
every
afford a
year.
home. I
From
can't
all
live.
tax money.
There's no hope for me. There's no hope for me, God!